Hello, welcome to the first Clan of Wolves video. I'm a little sick right now, so please excuse me if I do any coughing. Today I will be doing a full rundown of the Conqueror C class battleship, both the earlier and the late variants. First I'll start off with the history of it. Designed in March of 3076 by Franz Weber and Michael Wilson to replace both the A and B variants of the ship, the prototype passed testing in August of 3078. Omegas Wolfhorn, the leader of the Black Wolves faction, was pleased and placed an order for 100. By December of 3078, all 100 had been produced, and an order for another 1,900 was placed. In January of 3081, Omegas ordered for a slight redesign of the external fuel tanks, side pods, and the addition of smaller engines to help with maneuverability. The late variant began production in February of 3071, starting at the 1,200th model. 300 of the early variants were also modified to the late variant by the end of the year. By November of 3081, the remaining 800 ships were completed. Omegas was granted a Conqueror C late battleship designated BB-1986 and was named the COWN, Clan of Wolves Navy, Archer. Now with the brief history out of the way, here are the stats, starting with the armament. Weapons: 120 twin 16-inch cannons, 150 single 8-inch cannons, 150 57mm light coil cannons, 500 20mm repeating coil guns for point defense, 8 3x30 Raptor missile launchers, 4 3x20 Predator missile launchers, 6 16-kiloton nukes, 2 12-kiloton nukes, both are shielded, 4 heavy coil cannons that shoot 1-ton projectiles, 8 retractable medium coil cannons that shoot a half-ton projectile. Its armor is 2 yards of tie wall armor, consisting of titanium, tungsten, and aluminum. 1.5 feet of depleted uranium armor around the bridge and armories. 5 inches of pure sapphire for the windows. Its engines consisted of 8 Jumbo B multi-directional fusion engines, 16 Phoenix V2E ion engines, 2 Jumbo A multi-directional ion engines, 4 Phoenix V2B jet engines, and one second. And 32 M87A jet engines for maneuverability on the late variants. Its crew consisted of 1 AI, similar to the AIs in Halo, just they have capacities on how much they can learn. 5,000 crew members, 4,500 enlisted, 500 officers. Support: 12 squadrons, consisting of 12 aircraft, of fighters, F-17G light fighters, and F-36A heavy fighters, which haven't been designed. 10 squadrons, consisting of 12 aircraft, of rocket fighters / interceptors, F-44C, which have also not been designed yet. 25 squadrons of transports, C-13 and C-14s. 5 squadrons... 20... Each squadron of transports consist of 12 aircraft. 5 squadrons, consisting of 8 aircraft, of attackers. Phoenix-class attackers, and an unnamed and undesigned type. 2 squadrons, 4 aircraft, of Goliath heavy transports. 100 tanks, 120 armored personnel carriers, 150 jeeps, 100 scout vehicles, 250 towed artillery / rocket launchers, 1 division of soldiers, 12 mobile fire bases, similar to the ones in Halo Wars. So, starting at the front of the ship, we have the sensors, 6 on the early variant and 5 on the late. They consist of radar, radio, atmospheric speedometers, altimeters, and collision detection sensors. The early variant also had a planetary scanner dish on the front. The late variant has 16 M87A jet engines to help steer the ship. Behind that is a planetary sensor antenna on the late variant, facing downwards, so that the ship wouldn't have to be facing the planet to scan it. Hangar 1, which is above it, storage, barracks, and a library. In between the barracks and hangar is a monorail, spanning 3.5 of the 4.5 miles of the ship's length. Behind that is the bridge, at the top of the ship, surrounded by 1.5 feet of depleted uranium armor. Below that is the air traffic control. Behind that is the brig, and the side pods containing medium and heavy coil cannons. 2 of the medium coil cannons are facing aft. Also, it had 6 engines. It had 2 Jumbo A multi-directional ion engines and 4 Phoenix V2B jet engines. Behind that are hangars 2, 3, 4, and 5, along with more storage areas. These hangars contain most of the fighters and attackers. Above and behind is another barracks, and above and below are spare fuel tanks on the early variant. Behind that are the primary fuel tanks and engines. Also, another 16 M87A jet engines are located around the aft of the ship on the late variant. The ship also has internal hexagons made out of tie wall armor about 1 foot thick, creating a beehive-like structure in the ship, similar to that of the Pillar of Autumn in Halo, which increases hull integrity, making it harder for the ship to separate and be destroyed. Well, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you wish to see more like this, I will be posting every once in a while. I don't have an official schedule yet because I have work and I'm not able to constantly make videos, but I'll try and get them out as much as possible. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have anything that could be added onto the ship that I might not have included, please leave that down in the comments. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.